Hey guys, let's play some D&D.
Let's.
It's been a few weeks since you guys have joined Alphonse in his war camp far to the north of Doveport. Today, Alphonse has summoned you three and has asked you to come fully prepared to leave the camp for a few days. As you enter the war tent, you see Alphonse and the woman who originally brought you here from Doveport standing over a large, detailed map of the kingdom, talking in hushed tones. Ah, good morning to you all. Please, come in. I'm sure you've all met Lorelei before, he says as he gestures to the woman who smiles at you all. She is my second command, despite how often she runs off to do her own thing.
You didn't tell us about our buddy Aravan. We must know. You think you were getting out of this one, Jeff?
It's like our pet.
It's like your pet. Fuck! I didn't plan ahead for this at all. Obviously, or did I?
Ooh.
No,
He died in a tragic hunting accident.
He fucking died.
Oh my god.
How dare you?
Yeah, for real.
Alphonse is currently out in the field doing some scouting for us, actually.
You mean Aravan?
Yeah, Aravan, that's what I said.
You said Alphonse. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Well, I'll have to re-listen to that and re-record that, because I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, but it's fine.
I heard Alphonse too, for the record.
Well,
You definitely said
you.
Alphonse.
All right, cool. Take two. Aravan is currently out in the field doing some scouting for us. He'll be back in a few days.
Scouting for what?
Just making sure the general area is still safe.
Good.
Who are we speaking to right now?
Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Oh, okay.
So what's next, Alphonse?
Carry on.
There's so much dead audio to cut now from all that stupid
We
bullshit.
interrupt him with the Aravan
Yeah,
thing and
it
then have
fucking
nothing
threw
to
me
say.
off. All events aside, there's something I want to ask of you three. Naturally, trying to stake my claim as the true heir to the kingdom does not come from words alone. Chase, the woman that you helped escape from the city, has brought me even closer to finally making my claim real. You see, my mother had letters and journals she kept, and within them is a mention of a family heirloom that her father, my grandfather, kept with him when he passed. I think this relic, whatever it might be, is inside the Arcalis family crypt, and I would like for you three, along with Lorelei, to go and retrieve it.
Absolutely, I'll be happy to. Do you have any provisions you can give us for our quest?
I mean, you guys are free to take whatever you think you might need from the food stores, rations or things like that. Lorelei will be able to teleport you to the crypt, and you guys can be able to... Wow, you guys can be able to? That's not a phrase. You guys will be able to get in.
You might perhaps consider potentially teleporting to said location sometime this fortnight.
And you guys will be able to get in and get out.
I figured you weren't going to be a big nerd about it, but I left my staff and short bow with said informant before the party. I imagine I retrieved and or made these things prior to this whole...
Oh no, you guys all got your shit back by then.
Good to know.
Yeah, no, you guys.
I don't get like a magic short bow +2 or nothing.
No.
You gotta ask for it, or it's always a no.
Don't push your luck, man.
No. Will got his fancy weapon, but you guys get stuff later on. Lorelei steps forward and she points at the map down below her, and then looks back to you guys and says, "You guys understand how the waystones work, right? You probably do, little magic guy over there."
Oh, absolutely, but I'm really not sure. I can't seem dumb.
It's not quite teleportation magic, but it's close. A very long time ago, mages built these stone platforms we call waystones. You can jump from one waystone to the next nearest waystone if you know where it is in relation to where you are. You can't have too many people jump at the same time or it'll destroy the waystone, and it's not a pretty sight for what happens to those who are in the jump. The plan's simple. We use the waystone here in camp to jump here, and she points at a map. She points at a spot on the map, which is between these two waystones. So if we stop short, with a little magic from yours truly, we'll be right on top of the crypt. Or drown in the ocean. But I think we'll be fine.
Is there anything you need to help with the evocation?
Nope, that's all built in.
Okay.
Seems we're good to go.
Are there any potions in the camp that we can take for this quest?
I don't think I have anything on hand I can just give to you folks. I'm sure if you guys want to find a merchant in town or someone who might be selling something, perhaps.
Are you saying your military camp doesn't have any potions in it?
You're not really the... I don't know where I'm going with this. We don't really have the funds to sort of have a large amount of potions to distribute freely amongst the peoples. We are sort of a ragtag group of people. What do you mean context?
They're like rebels or something.
Like, where are we at, and like, what's the size? Like, were we literally just 5 tents pitched around a campfire? Like,
no,
what's going?
It's several dozen tents. You guys are wedged between two mountains in a small valley. You guys don't know how far away you are from Doveport, but you can assume it's pretty far because the weather is a little bit colder, so you're probably farther north than you were in Doveport.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll start asking people in town if they have potions they want to part with for coin.
Wait, where is the camp in relationship to the town? Did I miss that?
You don't know where it is, but you can tell that you're very much clearly far, far north, away from Doveport.
But there's a town nearby?
No, that's just what the sheet that I have to generate shit like that.
Oh.
Because your boy is not going to just have all of these stores fully stocked and ready. It's called Excel. You find a couple merchants who are selling a couple different potions. You see potions of healing, a potion of greater healing, a potion of water breathing, a couple poisons, and an elixir of health.
How much are the potions of healing?
There are 4 potions of healing. Each one is 47 gold pieces.
Oof. What do you think? Should we get one potion between all of us?
Potions ain't cheap, boys.
I have cure wounds.
Yeah, I've only got 20 gold, so I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I have 20 gold too.
I've got
Did
29.
you guys write down the gold that you guys got from after we was it before Aravan?
Yeah, we got 20.
I gave you guys
each.
both 20 gold.
So I have 29 gold. Yeah, all right. We'll pass for now unless we can work out a deal, Mr. Merchant.
What are you offering?
Do you have any tasks that need to be completed?
Not off the top of my head, no.
You drive a hard bargain.
You can't assume that every NPC is a quest giver.
All right. Well, perhaps we'll see you in the future.
Farewell.
Good day.
Shall we continue?
I say we get the show on the road.
All right. You approach the Waystone, the very same platform you landed on when you first arrived in the camp. Lorelei stands in the center and closes her eyes before taking a deep breath. A faint green glow begins to poke through the stone itself, slowly uniting to become a pulsating circle around the edge of the platform. As you join Lorelei, you begin to feel the magical energy surrounding you, something you never quite felt before. Hold on to your cheeks, boys, she says, as the wind begins to surge around you. The green glow becomes brighter and brighter, almost blinding, until you see ripples of colors begin to surround you. As the wind becomes more and more intense, a sense of weightlessness comes to you, as if you're floating. The moment is cut short as you fall to the ground, hard. It feels cold and metallic. As you gaze around, you see the twisted metals and pipes running all around you. A huge steel structure stands before you, roughly the length of a football field, if you can put that into whatever in-world reasonings you want to put that into. Lorelei looks confused. This is not the place. What the hell happened? This thing pulled us out of our jump.
Can I try to sense what it was that pulled us out?
She's claiming it's the thing in front of you that pulled you guys out.
The thing in front of us?
This giant metal steel structure.
What does it look like other than being giant and metal or steel?
It looks to be, like I said, about a football field long from where you guys are standing. You guys are, roughly to a certain point of it. That doesn't make any sense. You guys are on one of the sides of it, so lengthwise, looks to be about as long as a football field. Made of a rusted, black sort of steel. It's still somewhat reflective, but very much grimy and covered in a thick oil.
Does it have any sort of markings on it or anything like that?
Nothing that you can quite discern.
No runes or whatever?
No.
Can I see if I know what this thing is?
Sure. Give me a... Fuck, how am I... I'm so fucking unprepared right now. Hold on. Let me get my fucking books. I feel like a bad DM right now.
It's probably a history check.
Give me a history check.
Yeah, that's what I thought it'd be. Big dick rolls, big dick rolls. Ooh, a 23.
Ooh, nice. You, from all your long and storied history of being a fucking nerd, lets you know that this is clearly something of alchemist origins, which are the faction that the Kingdom of Greencrest went to war with when you guys were much, much younger. In fact, this is the same war that Rufus's parents went into. Not that you would know about Rufus's parents and all that, but just for some world building.
Okay, so this was alchemic origin, built by the Kingdom of Greencrest?
No, it's built from built by the alchemists, which is a faction or a country, I suppose, to the north of the Kingdom of Greencrest.
Okay. To me, this looks like it was built by the alchemists from north of Greencrest.
The ones we went to war with?
I suppose if there was a war, that could
My
be
parents
it.
went into that war.
Oh dear.
Lorelei is just sort of like glances around a little bit, and when she hears you say that, she says, "The alchemists? Why would they have built this so far into our territory? This doesn't make any sense."
Maybe they're planning something new. It makes me a little worried to be standing here, to be honest.
Yeah, we better make some moves. Is there anything else around us, or are we in some sort of weird magical place?
No, you guys are definitely just in like, not a woods, but like a small forest. You can clearly see the exit of the forest. You just see like plains around you and all that.
So we're in some unknown forest,
Somewhere in the world.
clearing in the woods with a big metal rod.
Big metal building.
Big metal building, sorry.
Is there
If
an
I
entrance?
walk up to this and knock on it, I can clearly tell that it's metal.
Yes.
And it appears to be nothing of, like, it's the size of a football field. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm thinking like a tank. Or is it very obviously a building?
It's very obviously some sort of like structure.
Is there an entrance?
You can see what looks to be some sort of like door opening area, but it's currently sealed shut.
Can I walk up to that door?
Of course you can.
Cast heat metal on it.
Yes, you can. The door heats up, and you hear some voice from inside, a sort of robotic voice saying, "Trespassers will be eliminated with extreme prejudice. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated."
We all heard this?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Imagine
Run!
a PA system.
Run!
Okay.
I guess we better get out of here.
Lorelei goes, "No, stop. We cannot let this thing blow up. Something this big could take out the whole countryside."
Well, how are we going to stop
we
it?
know how to dismantle a bomb, miss?
Does look like I know how to. We have to do something.
Do we? We don't even quite know where we are.
Well,
And
it sounds
we
like
can't- I don't
if we
think we
don't,
can-
everyone's going to die.
I don't think we can outrun this sort of explosion.
So, do we go inside and try to disarm?
I can weaken the hinges and make them melt so we can get inside.
Well, do it quickly before we all die.
Okay, so as general or vague as it can be possible, the door just gets kind of soggy, and I'm gonna throw my 130-pound body into it.
It's a wet door.
Yeah. So I want to do that, and then I'll take my little dagger and try to pop it off and like step back as the door slams forward.
It actually
Something like that.
so it slides into the ground like those cool futuristic like sci-fi doors. It goes like whoosh,
Okay.
and as it falls on the ground.
Okay. Even better. As I step back 5 paces.
All right. I brandish my weapons and rush in.
As always.
I guess I'll follow.
Okay, I'm gonna do that with my bow ready.
Pull up my little map over here because it's gonna help me know where we are. As you enter, you see a shimmering lake of energy that's almost like a mushy jello-esque sort of solid as it stretches across to the edge, to all the way to the far edge of the room.
A lake of energy, did I just hear?
Something like that. But it's essentially solid, like gelatinous almost.
That's all there is in the room?
Well, you can see at the far end there's going to be another small steel platform with another door.
What is
How far
above
across?
us? Like, what's the ceiling?
A bunch of like twisted pipes and wires, essentially. Not that you really know what wires are, but yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Jenny, go ahead.
How far across is the other platform from this gelatinous?
It's
Energy
probably
field.
at least 60 feet.
Interesting.
Is it a pool, literally, that we're seeing, or just a mass?
It's a pool, essentially.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand and try to scoop some up.
There you go.
As your mage hand goes to grasp it, the fingers sort of like just fizzle right through the lake of energy, the liquid.
I don't think we should touch it.
Probably a safe bet.
Is there any other direction we can go, or?
Can I, what's the word I'm looking for? Is reinforce that idea by taking one of my arrows and just dipping in it and see how it responds?
It just goes in the liquid.
Okay, it doesn't dissolve or nothing.
No,
Alright, I'll put it back in my
there's
quiver.
no dissolving. No liquid comes off of it. It just sort of like. So it's not wet, if that makes any sense.
Oh, okay. It's bat guana. in a metal tank. All right, carry on.
So there's no other way we can go, just like through this pool.
Nope.
All right. Well then, we have no choice, and I am going to cast Shield and try to use it to kind of use the magical shield to sort of push through the gunk.
As you step up to it, and once you start to touch the energy, you are just stopped flat, and it becomes like almost a solid. You can't pass through it.
Well, I tried.
So do we have to try to step onto it?
You're asking me to solve the puzzle for you without trying to solve the puzzle yourself, bud. I'm not going to give you the answer.
I will try to step onto the lake of stuff.
As your foot goes to touch it, it becomes solid and sort of repels you backwards. With about as much force as you step onto it, it pushes you back that much. If that makes sense, it's not like yeeting you. It's not saying you flying backwards, but like it's like pushing you back.
So, can I get some other details about this room, if it requires some type of
What are you looking for? You can't just ask me that.
So I just know room with a platform, you know. I just don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to know, or if there's pipes, if there's like, you know.
There are pipes above you, and there's some writings on the wall towards the side of this room.
Okay. How tall's the ceiling?
About 15 feet.
Okay.
I guess I'll get off the liquid or whatever this is and go read the writing.
There's some writing over here, people.
What does it say?
Can I use my owl eyes to read it, or am I too far away?
It says organic matter assimilation barrier.
Ooh. Organic matter.
Does that mean
Okay,
no living thing can make it across?
I think
Perhaps we need something under us.
I think it means we become whatever this is.
Okay, well, I know how to get myself to said destination, but...
Hey, Rufus, how about you yeet me across and see what happens?
Yeet. What is this word?
Verily, yeet.
Throw me as far as you can.
Oh, I can do that, and I pick you up and shuck you as far as I can.
Give me a strength check to see if you can actually pick up and throw this little gnome boy.
Okay.
60 feet long was a word?
Yeah.
Right? Is that how long this is? Oh, boy.
Roughly 60 feet.
That is a 22.
A 22. You
Yeah, I
pick
got
up
19.
you pick up Araman, and you just do that Olympic what is that? Whatever sport it is where they have the ball in the
Shot put?
Shot put.
and you shot put this gnome
Shot put him.
across this shimmering lake of energy, and as he begins his descent, he comes close to the edge of this barrier, and it just flings him back, hitting you as you guys both fall to the ground.
Interesting. Wow,
Ouch.
that was fun.
Yeah, we gotta try that again sometime.
Should I try to yeet you?
I think you're a bit too small, my friend. Short wing, have you made it across?
I think I'm gonna try something here.
And I'm going to morph into a squirrel.
Yeah, you're a squirrel now.
They have exceptional jump heights and can go from tree to tree, so I'm
climb
going
to
to
the
attempt to
ceiling.
scale a wall and jump onto a pipe or something that would grant me access across the room.
Yeah, your little squirrely legs just scurry across as you go from pipe to pipe across the ceiling of this room. until you get to the other side where you see a small steel platform similar to what you guys are currently standing on, with another doorway as well as 2 buttons.
See, I was hoping there'd be some kind of button. So 2 buttons. Just generic. Is there a bigger one, a different color, anything?
One of them is red and one of them is blue.
What do you see, Shortwing?
I'm 60 feet away, I presume, and I'm a squirrel.
I
We
shouted
definitely
anyway.
can't speak squirrel.
Well, I'm shouting.
So you just hear like, if you could even hear.
I didn't quite catch that, Shortwing. You need to speak louder.
You just see me do the Thriller dance, trying to communicate YMCA.
Someone's
I
gonna
think he's
hear
trying
this
to
and-
tell us something. I did.
Someone's
I don't know
gonna
either
hear
of those
this
things in
and
this world.
think of the Emperor's New Groove with Kronk trying to talk to squirrels.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Squeak,
Okay,
squeak.
how high are the buttons off the ground?
Human height, enough for anyone to just
Human height.
push it at regular.
Which button's on top?
The red one is on top.
Are they both the same distance, like depressed from the wall, or?
Yep, they're essentially identical, but one is blue and one is red.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a backflip into the blue button.
Sure. You hear over the same sort of like PA system. You just hear artificial intelligence activated. How may I assist you?
Fuck.
Wait, can we hear this?
Yes, it's like PA wide, PA system wide.
Good
Turn
job.
off the pool.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
How do we get across it safely?
Space Odyssey.
Frustrated squirrel noises.
There is a button on the other side of the barrier. If you press the button, a bridge will extend.
I backflip into the red button.
Yeah, and then just like that, a small steel bridge sort of parts this gelatinous energy, and the energy fades to the side, and you guys have a path across.
Excellent. I start to cross it.
Yeah, I follow behind.
You guys go ahead and across, and now you're on the other side of the edge.
Okay.
There's another door,
What
right?
is this
Yeah,
place?
there's a door there.
I speak to the AI.
I'm gonna crawl up Rue's body and sit on his shoulder.
I give him a scritch.
This is the Killswitch.
And what is the kill switch?
It is a bomb.
Who put the bomb here?
The alchemists.
Why?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that question.
You're useless, Siri. All right, let's go.
You're useless too.
What does this door look like? Is it like the first door?
Yeah, just the same sort of like cool sci-fi door that like slides up or down or like side to side kind of shit. Makes a whooshing noise.
I turn to the squirrel on my shoulder. Can you open this door as well?
I'm gonna press it.
As you approach the door, it just whoosh and opens up.
Well, that was easier. Good job,
Squirrel
Arabin.
services not
Good
needed.
job, Arabin.
I have a feeling the first one was just as easy.
Probably. Let's go.
AI, how long do we have until the bomb detonates?
You have 20 minutes.
Oh dear.
It's a pretty long fuse, if you ask me. But let's go anyway.
Would you like me to make it shorter?
Could you make it longer, actually?
I cannot.
Can you disable?
I cannot.
What can you do?
That is a very broad question.
Look up a recipe for banana bread for me.
Yeah. What
These
is the pro-
violent delights have violent ends.
I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how to disarm the bomb.
You will have to disable the AI to disable the bomb.
Where can we find
gladly.
the AI?
Inside the bomb.
Ah, hell.
Well, let's keep going, shall we?
Yeah, no time to waste.
All right. As you guys walk down the hallway, you guys stop to another door, and as it swooshes open, you see several pulsing masses of fleshy mounds, rounded off with bubblegum sacks filled with syrup, gestating, supplying the bomb with what you can assume to be some sort of intelligence eating something, maybe.
Excuse me? Can you tell me that one more time?
It's a giant scrotum, it sounds like.
My ball's about to bust, bro.
Yeah.
It was gross. But okay.
This whole building's just a giant cock, and this is the balls. They're about to blow up. Just amazing. Splooge is gonna cover the country.
Organic matter.
9 small impish figures burst from these sacks. And as you guys roll initiative.
What do they look like?
Little impish things.
They have little tails.
Do they have like a head and like a squiggly tail?
They're not sperm cells, alright?
We're not eggs, man. Leave us alone.